Hello folks and welcome back to Car Manufacturer. Last time we got in here, we unveiled our tier, was it 3 cars? Yeah, we got our tier 3, what we're currently on. We stopped producing all tier 2 and tier 1 cars, and we're working hopefully here to unveil our next one, which is tier 4. You can see we have lots of progress to go on that. We're going to take a look at, well, we don't have that much money, but I want to look at technology here today because there's a lot we can do with this. Right now with this one, we have another research zone that we could build. We can lower, ooh, that's good, for $1,000. This one, chance for higher tier research at $500. Sure, let's buy that. I don't know what we're doing here. All right, we could do a waiting room. We get some couches for $500. If we go over here, that upped our base popularity, but we have all of these that we can kind of do and get for $1,000. We have scrapping, which I'm not worried about. Dismantling stuff. We have the ability to get electricity cheaper. I think that's what it is. Yeah, lowers the price by 10%. We have quality improvements, which is going to unlock quality improvement tools. Okay. What I really want to do is get down to this tier over here where we have robotic arms. So what I think we're going to do is speed improvement to try to speed our workers up. So we'll do that. And then that unlocks this bad boy, which is a robotic arm. That's $3,000. So it's not cheap, but it can do some really cool things. And then we also have this high-speed conveyor area here, which allows us to speed up the conveyors, which I don't think we need, but we'll figure that out down the road here. But let's take some time here and go over into building. We'll go to assembly, and now we have our basic tool hanger, which is that, and then we have some larger ones. We already put these in last time, our toolboxes, so let's get our tool hangers in there. And there's no rotating them, which is strange, but whatever. We'll put all those into place, and hopefully here we'll be able to knock out some quicker vehicle stuff. We may also want to kind of figure out how to expand this idea out more so that we have additional things, but I don't know how to do that quite yet. And I also don't think, according to this, we can only have a max of 2 spots. So we're already at our max for now. I'm also not convinced that it actually speeds the process up. So that's in 41 days, it's 88%. This one is at 98% and it's almost done. Now, it's not entirely fair because the items that are delivered closer have naturally less waiting time for their arrival than what other ones do. But that's a little bit of the stuff that we have there. But we are hopefully going to be able to get these things out of the door quickly, and we need to because we are minus some money. So hopefully we'll be able to sell some cars. There we go. We already sold one. And let's sell one more. Come on, guys. We just need to get out of the red and back into the black. There we go. We sold it. All right, cool. So again, this game, you need to be careful about your budgeting and how you set stuff up. You really need to have a lot of cash reserves, especially if you're trying to build a lot of vehicles. Like we have a lot of vehicles being built right now, and we need to have some cash reserves on hand at all times so that when a car gets built, we can resupply it as quickly as possible. I'd also really eventually like to move this thing back a little bit so we can get another one started. So we can theoretically have 3 cars in production or 2 in production and 1 ready to roll to the next layer of production at all times. That would be really, really cool, but we just don't have that quite yet. But you can see we are popping them out pretty quick. This bad boy is at 27 days. You're at 25 days. You were 34 days, and this one is at 16 days. So that one is our gold standard right now. 35 days. This one is not anywhere close to that. This one's at 29 days. It's pretty close. It's going to get there because they're already putting stuff on. 31 days. 32 days. Beautiful. This one is at 36 days and still has a lot to go. So there's a lot of building efficiencies we need to do still, and honestly, I don't know how to do them in this game. I'm not very good at that part of this game yet. I'm hoping to get better, but it's just not where I'm at right now. So what I think I want to do, let's see here. We have 2 more people. So what I think I'm going to do is hire 2 more researchers to see if we can go through and maybe, just maybe, get some additional stuff going here. So 20, no. I'm just trying to get a cheap 3 tier person where their strength is 3. All right, we're going to go with the cheap one there. We're going to go over to build, and we're going to go in here. And right now, since these are all we have, I'm going to build some more just to try to increase our capacity here and go back to factory. so we can see what we've actually done. And now we can do plus 400 a week, which before it was not plus 400. I think it was only plus... Oh, it's back down to plus 200. You see how they stop working and it directly affects the output. But our max output right now is plus 400 a week, which is... it's better than our max output before, which was plus 200. But we do need to research some better tools to be able to get those things out of the door even quicker than what we have in the past. But I'm pretty happy with our line so far. It seems like we're being able to produce cars, keep them in stock, but also keep profit. And it seems like when we sell one, another one comes alive here. And it looks like, we're starting to run. This is the first time we've used this other parking lot that we set up, which could be a good or a bad thing. It means we're making more cars, but it also means that we're potentially losing some cash here. So we'll have to figure out what's going on with all of that. But hopefully we'll start selling more cars and getting those out of here. You can see when you have cars sit for a long time, like these three in particular, your profits go way down. And one of the things I don't like about this game is like I want to click on the money and be able to see what's going, where it is. I have to go all the way over back here to the economy to see that. I should be able to click on that dollar sign and have this exact same thing pop up if that's what I'm looking for. So what is our most expensive thing here? Looks like parts are the biggest drain on us right now, if I'm reading that correctly. Loans, they did take a big chunk out, but then we paid it back. We don't have any ads. We spent a little bit on tech, but not much. Our total cost, yeah, you can see they're kind of interesting there for what's going on. I don't know what this 100%, oh, okay, so we can zoom, oh, it's the zoom level, okay. And then we have our loans, which we are not going to do, but we have some wiggle room in there. So what we're going to do now is start slowly dropping the price of some of these just to try to get them off the lot as quick as possible, because we were down to our last few $100s there while we had 7 cars sitting in the lot. So we need to start moving on that front. And I want to go back over here and we're going to see if we can buy some popularity. So we're going to upgrade that one. Base popularity growth rate, sure. We're down to $20, so we need to sell some cars here. And hopefully we will have people come in and be in good shape, especially as our popularity hopefully is going to go up here. Come on, buy a car, buy a car, buy a car. You want to buy a car? Come on, buy. Yeah, you bought a car. You want to buy a car too? Come on. Sit down, go. Somebody help him. There we go. You want to buy a car? Yay, we sold another car. All right, and we're going to slowly start getting ready to shut one of these lines down to be able to make the next round of cars, which is now in the 35% range. So we need to really move on the research end of things to get geared up for the next spot. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to shut down this line. So we're going to end production on that. And once this one's done, we'll have 2 more that come off of there. And then we'll prepare for this next round, which is at 93%. So it's moving along very nicely. And then we can kind of hopefully move quickly to get that on the line and out. All right, so we're going to keep those 2. Oh, these 3 are going to be the same. We'll have this one be that other one, and then we will transition. Because what looks like happens here is these guys are going to get unpopular. This one's going to be pretty popular. It's going to be at the 60%, and then we're going to be 35 for those 4 different models that we're going to have to eventually research here. There we go. We've researched that. What do we got? A probe? Sure. All right, what do we want to do next? We're going to change that out, and we're going to select tier 5? Is that, oh, we're on tier 5. Okay. So let's go ahead and change that out, and we will get tier 5. It's double the cost for some reason, but it guarantees that we get one of the things that we need to have there. All right, so I'm going to go in here. We're going to delete that, and then I'm going to sell all of that. Cool. That will not affect this at all. And it looks like there's one more that we can sell. Once this guy gets sold, then we can change out our production on this and hopefully advertise, or no, what we can do now is we can change this and we can advertise for the probe. We can hopefully get a little base level popularity in there on that car. But we're starting to pump out cars at a decent rate. I mean, it's not great, but we're pumping them out and we are making money. We've spent money, we've made money. We're doing what we need to do. We just have a lot of inventory sitting right now that we need to get out, and this guy needs to go so I can get ready for the next line of stuff. There we go. There we are. Now I just need to wait for that to drive its way away. This guy is going to delete that order, and we're going to sell all of that stuff. Fantastic, and as soon as that drives away, we will change our production. All right, now we can do it. We'll close that up. We're going to change that over to the probe. We'll start production immediately on that. We can see that I want to see how balanced our orders are going to be. So this one is going to be 10, and it's going to cost $400. This one is going to be 6, and it's going to be 300. That's close enough. We should be good. All right, so we're going to go there. Again, we'll set it at that 50 mark. And let's order 3 because we can afford it. And we'll do the same thing here. Create an order up to 3, set it at 50, order that. And we already set this line to go through and do its thing. All right. So we have 6 cars that we have made that are sitting out there. Looks like we already have... These are parts not in use. Okay, those are old ones from the previous vehicle, so we don't need those. And here we go. Stuff is coming in. We have our first frame being put in. And hopefully we can knock this bad boy out quickly and easily. But we'll see what that brings for us here. This one is moving along. I would like to research another research facility or just expand this building out so that we can do that. But we just need some time to be able to look at that stuff and figure out what exactly we're doing. We also don't have a ton of space, which is a little bit of a concern. So I'd like to bring this research building out. And then eventually, I think I want another production facility somewhere in this big area here. And we're going to have to find more parking as well, because we just don't have that much of it. What I'm thinking we might be able to do is once we unlock some more of these kind of road things, we can have a one long row of production coming here, come out, and then this whole area can also be parking. We'll see what that actually does for us, but that's what I'm kind of thinking right now. So we are in beautiful shape. I think we are making money. We have 5 cars on the lot right now that can be sold, and we're definitely going to need to expand that out to be more here shortly. What I am going to do is hopefully be able to expand this area out. Alright, so there we go. Okay, that's what I wanted, because we're going to unlock that research in just a little bit to have another research facility and hopefully some more research tools. We saw in the research area there's lots of tools that hopefully can move things along a little faster for us, and I would like to start taking advantage of that if we can. But we need the money to be able to do that, because I believe it's $4,000 to... Oh, it's only $2,000. Okay. We can upgrade for that. Sure, what the heck. Let's go in here. We're going to add on another small research facility. Put a little car in there. We don't have the money to do that. We have cars we need to sell, which we can now release this one. Let me go back to factory. I really dislike how that's set up. I don't have a good suggestion of how to change it, but I don't like that there are 2 very, very different modes. And they don't interact with each other at all. So we can go in here now, build that, got that, and we'll put it there. We'll figure out if we need more. And let's go over here, back to factory, change that over, and we'll select this bad boy. All right, and hopefully that means, I guess we're gonna need to hire some more researchers as well here soon. I'd also really like to get to the point where we can do this, but that's going to be $3,000 to get to robotic arms. So we'll figure out what exactly that means for us here in a little bit as well. But we sold our first one of those already. That's awesome. And taking a look here. Oh, look at that. Okay, so we're going to stop production on these guys. So I'm going to go every other. So we have one of each of these being built still, and then we can kind of shut down the other one and hopefully be able to continue a little more there with that. But these guys are all... Why do we have so many of those? All right, we need to make sure we want to fire sell those right now because we need to get rid of them. There we go. Yeah, I see. That's not a good sign when we're selling things that we... there's 4 of those that we have not sold. The Pathfinder's doing fine and selling really nicely. The Defender taking a little time. And the probe is, when it hits the market, it sells instantly. Alright, so let's go here. We'll delete that. Just sell all of that. And then we're going to stop production on that. We're going to change that over to the probe. We'll start production on that and go over here, create our order. Sure, we have that. It's going to be $2,200. Yikes. But it should at least enable that we have plenty of stuff in reserve at all time, I think. We'll find out. How much is it going to cost us to upgrade our people here? $4,000. Goodness gracious. All right, we could unlock the crane. Oh, now we can't. But we could have unlocked the crane just a little bit ago. Oh, man, we have way too many cars in inventory right now, so we're going to start slashing prices. And we may just stop production on this or pause production on it because we don't need to do any more. And I also don't know what the pause versus play is. Like, what's the difference? I don't know. But we'll see when we get going here. We have so many cars. Sell them, guys. Sell, sell, sell. Why does nobody want our defenders? We have 5 defenders for sale. And that's probably going to be the last one that's out of our shop, because I don't want to have any more. And research-wise, we're slowly moving on these, but the problem is we split our research crew, so we're getting double the research as far as things that we're actively researching, but the price is way down. Alright, we're finally starting to sell some of these defenders that are just sitting there wasting money. Especially now that we've discounted them so much. The cost of parts is actually more than the income we're making from it. So we will get those out. The Pathfinder's doing a great job. Oh, the pause stops them at their spot. Okay. So we're going to get rid of that, and we're going to sell all of this. We are no longer producing that car. And I'm just going to leave that as unselected right now. I don't want to pre-producing more cars than what we need, but you can see like we did make some money. We're up to $8,000. Okay. So that means we can do a couple things. One, I want to make a crane arm assembly. Cool. Don't know what it's going to do for us, but I want to play with it. And well, I know what the crane arm does in general, but I want to get down to the basic robot assembly because we're in 1888 and we have robots. We're awesome. And then eventually, yeah, I guess we can do that now. And now we have like no money, but I have the ability to hire more researchers. And right now we're getting quality researchers for almost no money. Oh, oops, that was at level 3. My bad. I didn't even see how much it cost. I'm just in the mode of dismissing all of them. There we go. Okay. I want one more. Dismiss, dismiss, dismiss. 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 Dismiss, dismiss. There we go. Cool. All right. So we have a bunch more researchers. Hopefully that's going to speed up our production of all of this stuff. And then we can hopefully get some of this stuff unveiled because we're already behind the ball at this point. We should be researching out here at the minimum. And we have 4 cars we need to research. We have 2 of them under consideration right now, but it's going to be a lot of work to get these up and running to where they need to be. But we're going to change this bad boy, and we're just going to select none because we don't have any cars for that particular model. We're just selling the Pathfinder as the old model, which I think is now... it's not terribly out of vogue, but we still have these guys, which I need to get going here as quickly as we can. And as soon as we get one of those models, we have 2 of them under research. This guy's going to go away. I think is the plan. But we'll find out as we get some more research and such done here. Alright, so let me just take a look here. That's at 400. Why is it? No, go sit at your desk and do work, guys. And that entire glut of stuff that we had from before is now down to a trickle, but it's okay. And what we got the robots, right? These guys, they're $1,000 and they have a capacity of 6. So if I take a look at this one here, let me go back over here. I'm going to go edit the order and just see. Its capacity is, if I go down, it's just over 6. Okay. So that tells me that we're going to have 3 of those, or 2 of those, to kind of split the parts out so that it's basically 3 and 3, or yeah, 3 and 3, so we can build those. So it's going to be $2,000. We don't have enough money for that quite yet, but we will get there, and we should be able to start automating our factory, I think, a little bit better once we get that. Alright, this bad boy is probably going to have to come down to be 90% of its cost, or of the parts. Those guys are all moving out. Beautiful. And I'm going to pause the game here, and we're going to see what the cranes bring us. Oh, we can only fit 1. Oh, we can get 2. Okay. So, 1. And then I guess I can delete these. And I can get another one. Cool. Alright. So, now, I think what we have to do... We click on these, I need to create an order for the station, but you see how it's red, how it won't go with some of that stuff? So I'm going to get all of that stuff at 1, and then we're just going to minus out some of these things. So I'm trying to get the weight down to around 3. Alright, if I just do that, I can do that. Okay, so we'll place that order, and then we can go over here and create stuff, and we have those, and we'll place that order. And I don't know what it's going to do, but we'll find out. So that allows us to just have these things, you can see their little storage bins. I'm hoping that they go through and do their thing. There we go, we're filling up that one, so that has its contents. It has 3 fenders. Oh look, it's going through and automatically building stuff, that's so cool. Alright, so does that mean I can get rid of this thing entirely? And look, there's no workers doing anything, it's just automatically doing its stuff. So hopefully what that means is that I can get rid of this entire storage area. Or this storage area can feed these guys. I don't know if that's the case or not. But there we go. Here come the fenders. The other side of fenders. And then we have one robot, unfortunately, doing all the other work. What I should have done is split up the heavy stuff between each of the things so that we could have done differently, but it's okay. We'll be all right there. We are quickly closing in on researching this guy. And this one's also moving along quite nicely, which is pretty awesome. So we may want to consider doing something similar here, although I again would need to build out the 2 lines. Which, while we're doing that, why not? Let's go in here. We'll sell this. We'll sell that. That whole area is going to get destroyed. And we're going to get another one of these in there. But I just want to make sure there's lots of space. So I need to rotate around. The rotating in this game can be a little slow sometimes. There are ways to speed it up, but I always forget how to do it, so I just go slow. Alright, cool. And then I guess we're going to need like $4,000 total, because I need 1 and 2. Alright, and then 1. And the second one, we just need to have a car. Oh, we got research. There's our new blueprint. It's called the Hope. Awesome. And then we can go back here and change that, and we're going to research another one from that tier. All right, so we are going to select the Hope now. Station 2 is going to get all of that, I guess. And let's take a look and see what our order capacity is here. So what are our heaviest items? The body. And what else can we get rid of? Let's get rid of the fenders. All right, we can get rid of more to try to balance this out a little better. So let's see if we can... Alright, that looks good to me. So I'll place that order, and then on this one, I will place the same order. You can see that it has the robotic arm already set there, so we only have to order those ones, which is about even. And then this guy... Oh, look at that. We don't even need another one. We have all the stuff ready for that. We can actually add a second round there. And we'll place that order. And we should be able to start production as soon as we get them designed and built. Pathfinder is going to start getting a little cheaper, and we need to start advertising for our new car, which is going to be the Hope. I'm very encouraged by the setup that we have right now, though. Like, you can see that we have the cars being made, and they're going through and doing their thing. I'm pretty thrilled. I just need to make sure that we don't lose too much money. So we need cars to get out, because right now we have 0 cars being sold because we have nothing available, and we need to get them out of the door as quick as possible. So this guy is really close. This one's sort of close. You're really close. And how are we doing over here? That's at 49. It's at 16. We're minus $1,000. So I'm going to have to take a loan, I think. I'm going to take a $2,000 loan. Just so that we stay with some cash in our pocket. And as soon as we have $2,000 in our bank, we'll repay that. I mean, it's going to cost a little more than that, but it'll be okay. And at least we have cars coming out now. And oh crap. We're already down on this. So we're going to stop production of this. And we're definitely going to have to stop production of this because it's only, what, 5%? Yeah, we gotta end our production on that one too. Alright, so we're going to end that. This one is going to get deleted, and we're going to sell all of the stuff associated with that. At least we have some money we can work with that. And we'll get the same thing hopefully over here soon. But the Hope is slowly getting some praise. We're going to keep selling the, the probe for as long as we can. But our research really needs to help us out and get moving along here. And this car is taking entirely too long to get built. So that bad boy's at 23 days, this one's at 41 days, and they're essentially neck and neck with their assembly process. But this one's almost half the age. Ooh, we still have some more stuff we could sell. Yay us. So we're moving along here, and I just want to get a couple more cars researched. You see we have, like, this next tier is 4 vehicles, so we'll be able to transition all 4 of those, and we need to hopefully get that done ASAP here. Alright, we can delete that order. We can sell all of the stuff, which should be a nice cash grab for us. And then we can delete that production and sell the other things we have there. Okay. Then I can go back to loans. I can repay that loan. And we have cash available. And our first one of these is hopefully coming out of the door anytime now. That would be awesome. And we still need to sell stuff. Alright, one of the problems with these is they're very slow. They do a decent job, it looks like, but they're slow. And why are we not building stuff over here? Come on, guys. I mean, the number of mechanics we have should be a lot lower at this point because we don't need to have them. So we're going to release that, hopefully be able to sell a butt ton of them. And by a butt ton, I mean that one that we have. Looks like the Pathfinder we sell, or did we release the Hope? Nope, Pathfinder, come on, somebody buy the Hope. Come on, guys. Sell cars, sell, sell, sell. That's interesting looking. Ooh, we got some cool cars coming our way here soon, hopefully. There we go. We sold that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, we are moving along. We're doing our job. We got stuff, hopefully, right where we need it to be. This one here. Well, let's take a look here at research. Can I do stuff? Like, what's this guy? Ooh, for $1,500 we can get a research chalkboard. Sure. Let's go over to our build menu. Not that. Ooh, what's that? If I uncheck these, what does it do? I don't know what any of that does. Okay, I'm not going to worry about it right now. We'll figure that out later. Maybe. But what we need to do is go over to the build menu, go to research, and that gives us 75 points. Okay. So let's rotate that. Put one over here too. Then hopefully at least we have the ability to do a little bit more work. Alright. Again, there's a little icon there, but we don't actually have the research done. It's at 99%. Why? There, now it's done. Okay. What's this going to be called? The Town NM. Of course it is. Let's go over here. We need to get the next tier selected. That's 18,000. We need that ASAP. And then we can go over here and we are going to choose the Town NM. We'll start that production up. We're not going to worry about any of the stuff that we would traditionally, or that we've been doing in the recent past, because we just can't do it. We're going to order lots of this stuff and place that order. And then over here, we'll change that so that that now is on offer as well. Or at least it looks like it's going to be sold. And this guy is getting close to being done as well, which means we'll be able to offer that. And if we take a look, this guy's only at 20%, so the probe's going to get shut down pretty soon. We just need to have a few more options to get that one actually sold and set. We're back in the red, significantly in the red. So I'm going to take out a loan here real fast. Because if you stay in the red too long in this game or too deeply, and it ends the game. You go bankrupt instantly. Even though you might have money in the bank or be able to spend stuff, it doesn't matter. The game doesn't like that, which is fine. That's how real companies work. You might have value, but if you have a negative balance, eventually it's just going to be like, all right, we can't do business anymore. So that's fine. It makes sense. I get it. So let's go here. I'm still happy with that price. I don't want to change it. But we are going to start shutting... Are we going to start shutting that down? We might want to start shutting that down. I don't know. Alright, let's shut it down. And we're not going to offer that anymore. And our very first one of these, which is the Town NM, whatever that means, that's going out. This bad boy is at 9%. This one's at 85%, so it's almost done. And that's going to go onto this line. And then we'll research the last one in that line of stuff. So that's going to be one of these two is what we're currently researching. And then we have this next tier being researched. What I might actually do is just research the next tier straight up and just hope and pray that we can get that done quickly. But we have our next model of car available. We'll release that. And hopefully we'll be in good shape here. But I'm so in love that we have new cars, that we have trucks and robots and all kinds of stuff. But I think that's going to wrap us up here for today, folks. I really appreciate your time, and I hope you're enjoying Car Manufacturer. Let me know what I'm doing wrong, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one. Bye-bye.